What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? We're here for episode 5, I think. Yeah, it's episode 5. I always get confused. But anyway, nevertheless, we're going to go see Scotty, my coach. We're going to do a push session. It's been a good couple of weeks, but we're going to go to Muscle City, East Bentley. I've never trained there. I generally go to the one on Ferntree Gully Road. And they're always pretty good gyms. So guys, follow us there and let's do a push session together. Talking about the Rule 1 Choc Marshmallow, unbelievable. Cav's addicted to it, aren't you, bro? I love it, but I'm already out of it. So anyway, we're gonna meet Scotty. Let's go.
Good to see Cav behind the camera. He is amazing. I love his work, like the best.
We were just saying, Scotty hasn't seen me since about 7 kilos ago. Oh, probably about 5 kilos ago. And as soon as I walked in, he's like, "Geez, you're looking fat, mate."
He's looking amazing.
But yeah,
have a great session today. Gonna do some push?
Yeah, we'll do some push. I was just speaking to everyone, telling them about the different dynamics about how you train compared to how I would train, and it's going to help me go a long way in stimulating the muscle in the way that I need to improve this weak area of my chest. So,
push day will incorporate chest, shoulders, and triceps. Specifically today, Shane will be focusing a little bit more on upper chest.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of crossover between chest, shoulders, and triceps with the compound movements. So most of the stuff we'll start with will be compounds.
Yep.
And then we'll go into some specific stuff just for Shane.
Beautiful.
So what we have here is a single arm incline chest press around. So we're starting in the stretch position, and we're able to press around and get a contraction. So the way the chest is configured around the rib cage, he's able to get a better range of motion and still get the muscle nice and contracted. So we're starting with this. It's still a compound movement. Even though it's starting with the cable, we can still go heavy. And we're just warming up now. What do you think, Shay?
Yeah, beautiful, awesome for just really that connection with my upper chest, that clavicle area.
Yep.
I can really feel
beautiful
when I'm coming up, that I'm able to get that, because it's isolated as well. I'm not flexing one side of the chest more than the other. I can really feel that squeeze, which is what it's all about. Yeah, so as you can see with Scotty, he won't, even myself, we just don't throw the weight from A to B. So for those of you beginners out there that are watching, and I did get a lot of feedback from beginners the first couple of episodes. If you see, he's coming across and he's really making an extreme emphasis on really engaging with his muscle, really squeezing. And when I say squeeze, flexing the chest muscle, okay? We're trying to work this upper chest, get that stretch at the bottom. You can see how he's stretching so he can take the full load of the weights. And then when he's pressing up, he's squeezing so he can still keep the tension there.
Great job, brother. We just hammered his upper chest. Now, the same movement can be done in a different cable position. So if we go from top to bottom, we're gonna hit more costal pec out here. So give that a crack. So this is just, we're not actually doing this today, but just wanna demonstrate the same way. So the bottom line is, we are using that cable in the same line as the forearm. We put it from the top instead of the bottom, and we're working a different portion of the pec. So we're working right down here. So low to high is upper, from high to low is more that costal pec right through here. All right, so next movement is we're gonna do an incline Watson chest press. So again, we're focusing more on upper chest today. We're gonna do what we call a muscle round. I should say Scott Stevenson from Fortitude Training calls it a muscle round, where we pick a movement we could probably do about 15 reps with, and we're going to do four reps, 6 sets. And we're gonna try to aim for a failure point on that 6th set. So we don't need to warm up. It's just one working set. We're accumulating a lot of volume with one failure point. So it's a little easier on your central nervous system than doing 6 sets to failure, but you still get a lot of volume. So it should be fun. I'm gonna do 4 reps. And then I'm gonna take about 5 big breaths, about 10 seconds. It's 2. So I'm gonna do a total of 6 sets of 4 reps. And my hope is to fail on that 6th set. If I can't get the 4 reps on the 6th set, I do as many as I can. If I can get more, I just keep going until I can. So I'm gonna hit a failure point.
Good, Scotty. Any more in the banks of bonus? Let's go. Nice, brother. Nice, nice, nice. Yes. Come on, Scotty. There.
So, ended up with 9.5 at the end.
Yeah.
So next time I'd probably know to go a little bit heavier.
Yeah.
So, to start with, Y raise, which we see this mid trap just popping up, and pause at the top. At that top, that's where it's the hardest. As the dumbbell comes up, you get the peak contraction there. Contract, good, pause, couple more, good, and again, pause, good. Now, we're gonna flip it, and then up. A little bit more on that scapular plane, that's it, good. So we're hitting the medial head, control, pause. Because this is the first movement for delt, we're trying to get the muscle short, contracted, where it's gonna be the hardest in the contraction position. Squeeze, again, pause, again, and pause, good. Now, straight out to the side, real similar, but it just gets a little bit easier. Good. Again, we've got a little bit of mid-trap happening. Good. Now we're gonna come out to the back a little bit. So, angled back towards me, pinkies up. So, yep, that's it. Good, so we got rear delts popping, mid-traps as well. Keep going, keep going. That's it, Shane. Good. Nice. Good.
Say there's no problem.
But keep in mind, when you add volume and you add frequency to a muscle group, you gotta take away something else.
Correct.
So we take away something that's a strong point,
Yeah.
do a little less volume on that,
Yeah.
so we can put it into the stuff that needs a little bit more work. Next, we're gonna hit a overhead shoulder press. This is called a Viking press. But I like most of the movements to be stable. So I'm gonna do these single arm at a time. So I'm gonna stabilize myself with one arm,
Yeah.
and then with the other arm, do the pressing. So I'm gonna do a rest pause set on this Viking press. So I'm gonna go to failure. So this will be multiple failure points, unlike the muscle round, which is one failure point at the end. This is gonna be first set to failure, take a few breaths, and then to failure again. So each subsequent set is gonna be less reps until I can't do any. So I'll probably do 3 rounds that way. Good. Good. Beautiful. Well done, man. Yep, another failure point. We're gonna do one more failure point here. Breathe, breathe, and then into a hold about halfway up, okay? All right, here we go. And drive. Come on, Shane. Come on, drive. And just halfway up and hold. Hold it there as long as you can. Push, 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 push. Push it there, push it there, push it there. Good. Yes, that's fine. Done, man. Now Shane was telling me that he was having some neck issues and he wasn't sure if he could do overhead presses with his left side. So we gave this a crack, and I have a feeling it's because we were able to get under it specifically for where you need to be, not on a machine that maybe doesn't fit you properly, and it seemed to be fine, yeah?
For me, it didn't feel like it put a whole lot of pressure on the traps. I'm getting a little bit of pain through my neck, so it really felt like it targeted my anterior delt. So it was good. I didn't feel any pain at all.
Fantastic.
Yeah, let's move on to the next one, eh?
All right, next we're gonna do low to high cable flies. So this is gonna be coming back behind us, coming up, right around the midline of the body, right up on that clavicular pec. All right, here we go. That's it, good. Really. So you feel that upper chest engage with the other fingers? Yes. Good. Nice. Up, contract, good. Just right here, bang. And beautiful. Come on. Good. Come on. Come on. Squeeze, good. Good. Keep going. Last set here. Make it count. Good. Good. That's the way. Well done. So next we're gonna do a machine lateral raise. Now, not everybody fits every lateral raise machine properly. So if I were to stand here and do both at the same time, it doesn't, I'm starting from here, which I don't get full tension. I'm gonna step over to the side a little bit so I can come from a little bit more in, and it lines this up through, you always wanna line the axis of the machine through the joint to get stable. So just up to the side. Bring it up, squeeze, good. Nice, nice, good. Next, we're gonna be doing a chest fly, and this really loads the stretch position. So as he comes out, his elbows bend just a little bit more, and then as he pushes up, his arms straighten a bit to get better contraction. So in that stretch, because the weight is loaded here, it's gonna be real hard, and then it get easier into that contraction. So cross-body tricep extension and out, good. Step back just a little bit. There we go. So we're gonna hit the long head. It's gonna hit all three, because you can't bias just one head of the tricep. So you got the long head, the lateral head, and the medial head that runs underneath. Good. And you'll always find that when the cable is perpendicular to your forearm is where you're gonna feel the most contraction. So next we have dead stop skull crushers, doing a rest pause set. So I'm bringing it out, down towards my forehead, and then to the floor, pausing, and then up. So my forehead, down. Just about a 1 second pause. So we're having to initiate. Now this is a really easy one to do a rest pause set on because stop and start from dead stop anyway. So I'm gonna take about 5 breaths or so and keep going.
I've been doing this all week.
Yeah, overhead tricep extension, great to finish with. Great to finish with because it's be the hard and the stretch position, and it's gonna work that long head right here. So as I come down, stretches that long head, and I even hold that stretch for a little bit on the last rep.
Lately, a few of my clients have been doing this, and at the end of a session, obviously, because we want to preferably do this at the end of a session.
Yep.
Putting the muscle under maximum load, as you can see, Scotty's holding it there. I try to bring my arm back a little bit, so we don't want the elbow forward. I try to bring it back a little bit more to just enhance that stretch a little bit. I find, for me, I'm feeling it in the spot that I want to feel it in, right at the top of that long head here.
And Shane's exactly right, depending on your mobility. It's always going to be dependent on if it's feeling uncomfortable pain in the joint, stop, but we want to feel that stretch right in the muscles. Great job. Good job.
Solid. Beautiful. It's good.
Awesome.
So you know how we do. Today we've got frozen banana. Okay, we're going to use this for a post-workout. Frozen banana is awesome. Usually I like it with like absolute freezing water with a little bit of ice. It tastes amazing, absolutely unreal. But today we're just using the water from the tap. Rule 1, again, hooking me up. If you haven't tried frozen banana, get on it. The fastest absorbing hydrolyzed protein on the market. Rule 1, get on it. All right, let's go.